If you own a dark spectrum of car, just like this, but especially black, you will know the universal issue and heartache all car guys have. As soon as you wash it, 30 to 60 minutes later, the car is covered in dust. So, on today's video, I'm going to show you a two-pronged approach of how to safely remove some very light standing dust, whilst at the same time adding some unbelievable slickness and unbelievable gloss using our drying aid detail spray. So this should be a super easy video, a super easy process that you can do at a moment's notice. But before I show you how I do my step, I'm going to ask you all again to use some very basic common sense that we are all born with and we all acquire throughout the years the older that we get. Now, if the car has been driven for 5-6 days and it's rained, snowed, or even in the dry, 5-6 days of driving does not qualify you for this method, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be scratching your car. Let's just get that out there. There is no product out there, I don't care what anybody says, that can take a 5-6 day heavily dirty car and wipe it without causing a single scratch. That is impossible, okay? Because in essence, what you're doing is you're taking a microfiber towel loaded up with, waterless, drying aids, anything like that, and you're literally, you have to at some point scratch the car, okay? Now, in this case, I don't like dry wiping cars without a few certain prerequisites that all have to be ticked and in the green, okay? So the car has to be clean-ish or clean and sat. This is clean and sat, so the car's been washed, we've used it for, 1,100 miles, brought it back in here while there was a full storm happening outside, wind, snow, etc. No point driving a car like this in those weathers. Now, because we don't live in a NASA space environment, of course there are things that are consistently dropping onto the car, okay? Now, this car's going out for a major road trip between 1,000 to 2,000 miles into Europe on a business trip. Now, I'm just going to quickly touch it up before I set off in a couple of days. Now, this car has already received the drying aid method, okay? So you know what the drying aid method is. If you don't, I've linked it in the first line of the description of this video. The car's already slick, it's already shiny. Before that, it's protected to the hilt. Now, it's time just to give it a quick wipe down, touch it up, put a bit of makeup on the car, as they say, and we're good to go. Let's go. Now, here's the caveat, okay? We've got 3 paint rated towels, all do a fantastic job, but they excel in one certain thing each where another one can never excel, okay? So for this method, I do like to use our final wipe towel. It's slightly on the thicker side. It's got a split wheat microfiber construction, and basically what that means, it's the thickness and the pile gives you more of a chance. If this Porsche logo was a rock, it gives you more of a chance because of the longer fibers to potentially encapsulate anything, okay? That's the first one. And second of all, our detail spray. Since 2018, this has been quite easily in the lifetime our most sold worldwide product by a clear mile. You're going to see one of the reasons why. So, in terms of the drying aid method, you would usually do this, right? One spray and you'll continue to wipe the cars beautifully clean. Now, because I'm doing almost a waterless wash, what my goal is, I just want to cover the dirt much better, okay? And in this case, look, I am scooping my hand, so I'm picking it up at all points. I'm not putting in any pressure, right? So, there we go. Dust, be gone. And now with this, watch. It's just a beautiful self-leveling formula. I'm not even putting any pressure. In fact, I'm gonna do this 2-finger job. Look at that. See, all you're doing is wiping. So again, I like to quickly flip a towel. If you're not doing many towel flips, what's the point? Because after your first wipe, you will literally, look, see, you're picking up all the contaminants, okay? on your clean removal towel, it's not as necessary, I would say, because again, the paint's clean. Look at that. Oh. Now, I know tens of thousands of you have now used this product via the drying aid method, or in this method if your car shows, or if the car's in storage and you're wiping it like this. But if you haven't, please let the people who have tell you just how slick this is. This is a king product. Now here's a very commonsensical trick, okay? If you've got parts that you can overspray into, literally spray it into the towel. Now the towel is technically wet, okay? So what I'm going to be doing, watch this, I'm going to scoop and scoop, and then take that dry towel and just look. That first contact breaks everything, evaporate. There we are. And there we are, like I told you, this is going to be a super quick video. I've wiped down the glass, I've got a full panoramic glass roof, so I've just basically, all of this piece here is glass. Rear glass, top glass, front glass. All of that is safe on there. If you really wish, you could do it on the wheels if you want to just slightly touch up with the wheels. But basically, this is a complete solution for the entire exterior of your car. Now, this is exactly why this product is so popular amongst people, because you can use it during the wet stages as when you're drying the car. And like I've already mentioned, you can use it towards, you know, well, the step after. Imagine you've drying aid your car and you've got a little bit of landed dust. We are about to come into that season, guys, okay? Even as quickly as washing, drying, blowing your car, right? So you blow dry the car, you could do a drying aid method outside. Between moving 15 meters from here into here, you could have a lot of pollen or any dust land on the car. So if you have already proceeded with the drying aid method and you find a little bit of touch up, for the love of God, do not take a final wipe towel. This will only carry you so far. If you have lost a few brain cells and decided to take a dry towel on a dry car and wipe it, no matter who you think you are, you will start to cause micro scratching. Add a few quick sprays of this, you're going to add extra shine, extra gloss, extra slickness. Now, the one thing I will leave you with, and exactly why this product is as popular as it is, a lot of people don't know this. And to be fair, you don't need to know this. The product works, it's high performance, that's it. It delivers every single time. You go to bed with a smile on your face. But I'll tell you why it works so good for one of the reasons. A lot of detail sprays nowadays are not detail sprays. They are literally spray sealants light. They are infused with wax, they are infused with polymers, ceramic polymers, silicates, all these type of things. And they still get called quick detailers. Now, I don't like that word really, but the word quick, it's no longer quick. And the question I will always leave you with is, if this car was outside and it was already driven, you haven't washed it, would you go and apply a paste wax to the car? Hopefully all of you are nodding in agreement and you're going to say no, right? Why is that? Because the car's dirty, right? And you're going to be swirling all that dirt back in. So when you're applying a spray sealant light, that is called a quick detailer, any protective product needs that wipe to break it and to remove it. Why on earth would you start doing a double buff on a dirty car? Not going to work. So this has got no protective properties in. This is why it's such a fantastic waterless solution for you all. But also it cross-links. It physically either plays with paint, PPF, say coatings, waxes. So anything that's underneath it, it doesn't just sit on top of it and start to gunk that layer, whether it be paint like clear coat or PPF, right? And this is where a lot of these products start to fall short within a week or two, when you start seeing massive white clumps on the paint. Why is that? Because you're overloading the paint and it's not cross-linking with it. It's just landing, you're wiping off, it comes off, you're like, yeah, that's great. Do it again and again and again. It got nowhere to go, so it starts to clump up in white haze. Dark cars, dead giveaway, exactly what I mean. Now, because this cross-links, when I did the drying aid, it has cross-linked with the coating that's on this car, okay? But now that I've done it for a second time, it is cross-linking with its own self. So obviously the last stage layer is our drying aid. Now when you put it on, you are not getting ×2 of the layer, you're probably getting about 1.4 or 1.5. So obviously it rejects itself a little bit, but it cross-links with itself enough, okay? So you can consistently and safely, literally day after day, keep spraying it, keep wiping it. You will never find a single clump of white hazing on the car because it's not makeup. It actually works with the layer and it does this. You do it again, it does this, okay? So eventually you get 1.4 layers, then you get 1.7, 1.8 layers. So it's constantly building, the car gets slicker and slicker as you go on. So I hope you have found this video, as always, educating, helpful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it, you know, that somebody else may need this information. And the best way to support us, to support the channel, to support the videos, is by actually supporting yourself. You're going to get something out of it, which is just a fantastic top-tier product. And you support the channel where we get to reinvest into more product development, into more kit, into better camera equipment. So like I said, best way to support us is by supporting yourself at YumCars.co.uk. It helps both parties, it helps us, it helps you keep a smile on your face. Everybody's happy. So thank you so much, guys. Hope you found it informative. I'll catch you in the next one.